Are you looking for a way to refresh your fall wardrobe so that you can get the most wear out of the pieces that you already own and learn to love the things that you might be overlooking? Maybe you've heard of the 10 by 10 challenge created by Lee from StyleBee, and it's a wonderful challenge that helps you reassess the things in your wardrobe and create outfits using 10 items only. That sounds like a huge challenge to me, and it is blown up. It's a whole big thing on Instagram, on YouTube, and blogging, and it's something I have always wanted to try but never have done, and I have worked really hard to create a classic minimal Parisian 10 by 10 fall capsule wardrobe for you to try out for yourself. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bree and I'm a personal style expert and wardrobe consultant, and I help women and some men look and feel good in the clothing that they already own so that they can live a simple, beautiful life from the inside out. And if you're new to this channel, I would love for you to become a subscriber and to go ahead and click that little bell notification icon so that when I upload a new video, you immediately get notified. That way you don't forget things. You know, we all get inundated with stuff on YouTube and the internet and emails, so you'll just be getting a little notification to say, hey, Bree's uploaded a new video. Here's what you need to know about the 10 by 10. It includes all kinds of clothing items, but the only thing it's not really limiting you in the number of pieces that you would wear over the course of 10 days or 10 outfits is accessories. So your handbag, your hat, scarf, something like that, and your jewelry. So you can wear as many jewelry or scarves or hats or handbags as you want. But I like to keep things simple, so I've kind of tried to stick to some, pretty basic rules when it comes to doing the 10 by 10. I have my core pieces, and then I just have just a handful of accessories that I'll be showing you too. And the thing is, I love this. You know me, most of my stuff is secondhand. And I love shopping secondhand because you can get luxury items at a fraction of the price. It's one of my favorite ways to shop ethically, and it's also great to find high quality pieces and remove things from landfill. So most of what you see in my 10 by 10, I think except for just one item, is going to be secondhand. It's really surprising that with just 10 items, you actually can create way more outfits than just 10. It's a really cool challenge, and it pushed me outside of my comfort zone because sometimes I don't even wear 10 items for 10 days. I think I pretty much stick to the same things day in and day out. So it helped me to become more creative actually, and to get a fresh perspective on my wardrobe for fall. So I hope that you get a similar fresh perspective on your wardrobe too. Before we dive in, I would love to tell you about a new free offer I've created. It is a guide that I spent a lot of time researching and asking my clients and my students what they wanted, and it's called 29 Classic Pieces That Every Woman Should Own. And I spent a lot of time researching the exact items and where to find them. So this guide is a beautiful resource for you. It has 29 pictures of 29 items, a little brief paragraph about why that item is classic, how you can apply it to your body shape, and then also where you can find these things exactly. Now, not everything in the guide is ethical, but a good majority of it is, and I'm so pumped for you to check it out. You can find the link to that right below this video. So be sure to go ahead and download that guide for yourself and get started on creating your classic capsule wardrobe. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into the pieces, and then you can see the looks later as I kind of talk through each individual item. But I wanted to just show you how simple building 10-piece wardrobe really can be, and you just need a few solid pieces. The thing I loved about the wardrobe that I created is although it's minimal, it's not devoid of detail. I think it's a little more playful, and obviously it's Parisian chic, and whatever that means. But anyways, I think it's important to maintain your perspective and your style when you're doing challenges like this. Just because it's about minimal number of pieces doesn't mean that your style has to all of a sudden become black and white and gray and neutral and be devoid of print or pattern or anything fun that you like to wear. So just keep that in mind, that You want interchangeable pieces in your wardrobe. About 80% of your wardrobe should be interchangeable. However, you still want to have fun and you still want to be you. So with the 10 by 10, it could be a little bit more challenging because you won't be able to wear certain things over and over again because they might be limited because of the print or pattern or style. Even still, I think I've done a really good job of showing you some alternatives to a minimalist aesthetic that you can try to incorporate for fall. Let's get a couple things right out of the way, and that would be accessories. You've seen me talk about my beret before, and this is a classic wool beret that I got at the thrift store, and I'm gonna be including this in my fall capsule because I know it's going to be cold and rainy and I need something to cover my head so I don't get sick. Next thing that you have also seen me wear before is my classic jute or raffia straw bag with leather straps. I have worn that in a couple different videos, and that's the great thing is that you want to just get a lot of wear out of the pieces in your closet. You don't need a ton of new things. And with this handbag, the cool thing is it carries so very much. So I don't have to worry about whether or not I'll be able to carry the other things I need for fall, like an umbrella or an extra scarf or shawl, something like that, my journal and my cell phone and my makeup bag. I love small bags, but at the end of the day, they may not be as practical. Another accessory that I'm going to be including is my cashmere mauve shawl wrap. This lovely lady came from the thrift store, and I think it's great because it doubles as a shawl type sweater and you can wear it with a lot of different things in a lot of different ways. Okay, so let's dive into the clothing pieces. First thing I want to show you is this blouse I'm wearing. It is a navy silk blouse and I love it. It's 3/4 length sleeve. It has just a lovely flowy fit. I can layer it up because I can put a camisole underneath, and it goes with skirts, it goes with black pants, it goes with slacks, jeans. It really just goes with everything. And some say you can't mix black and navy, but I totally disagree. This is a navy top with black ruffle silk detail, so you absolutely can mix black and navy. The next top I want to talk about is a silk camisole. Yes, a silk camisole. The great thing about these is that they can double as blouses underneath the blazer, or they can also work as a layering piece, and I think they're very versatile. Obviously the ruffle in the front is going to reduce the versatility of this item, so you could go with something that has fewer details and probably get just as much, if not more, wear out of it. The next top I would love to show you guys is actually a family heirloom. This is the vintage worn-in t-shirt from my family reunion in 1983, the Redmond Regatta. They decided to go with a nautical kind of Kennedy-esque style theme for their family reunion, which is so funny, but it has my mom's maiden name on it, kind of, Hope E.R. Lamberson, and I absolutely love this t-shirt. It's super thin and worn in, and I consider it a forever piece. You could go with a plain t-shirt, plain white t-shirt, and even in a different color if you wanted to, maybe gray or navy, something that can do a lot of heavy lifting for you and transition through a lot of different outfits. The last top I want to show you guys is actually a gray sweater, which I've mentioned in my vlog before. This is a gray cashmere sweater from Talbot's that I got at the thrift store, and it just is the most comfortable thing, and it goes with a lot of different pieces. You can see it just changes in versatility, and what's cool is if it's a kind of not warm day, but it's that kind of odd temperature where you're cold but you're hot, you can just wear the cashmere sweater and then the shawl or wrap over without having to layer up and add a jacket. Now let's move on to bottoms. I have a transitional piece. This is a denim cutoff skirt, and I know that fall isn't necessarily the time to be wearing skirts, but in the South where I live, you can definitely pull this off. If you are living in a very cold climate, you could swap out a denim skirt for maybe like corduroy pants or leather slacks if you were into that kind of thing. You could also swap out for a long skirt, something that came almost to the ankles, like a maxi length skirt. That way you get a little bit more coverage and more warmth. My other bottom that I want to show you guys is actually a pair of black slacks, and these are really cool and lovely and cute. Got these in Chicago many years ago, you guys. I got these when I was still in college. They're from a company called Sassoon, which is a French brand, and they actually came with suspenders at the time, but they're like a very light cotton, kind of almost a velvety feel sheen, and they are just the cutest things because they actually have zippers on the ankles, and they're like a toothpick style pant. Very classic, very Audrey Hepburn. You can find some of these at Everlane nowadays. Don't forget, in the blog post, I do a really good job of providing lots of resource links for you guys so that you're not left with just an idea, but I give you exact resources for you. The final pair of bottoms are actually the ones I'm wearing right now, and I just splurged on these. They are probably my new favorite pair of jeans, you guys, and you absolutely should go and get a pair for yourself if you love them. But they are high-waisted, vintage cut blue jeans, and they're button fly. They're from And Other Stories, which is a brand I've never purchased before, but I've wanted to try them out. But like I said, these are probably my new favorite pair of jeans. Don't tell my vintage J. Crew Outfitter high-waist jeans that I said that, because they would get really jealous and sad. Those are still like my #1 favorite pair, but these are probably #2, which is saying a lot because I love jeans, and these are probably the coolest jeans I've ever found. I love how they make me feel. I love how they make me look. They just ended up being a wonderful purchase, and I had no idea how they were actually going to wear. They're also made from organic cotton, so they're not 100% ethical, but they're going in the right direction. Now, where would my outfits be without my trusty blazer? This is a gray oversized plaid blazer, and I just love blazers. I have an addiction, and you can see that this goes with everything in the capsule. It's perfect for fall. It adds just a little bit of warmth when you need it, but it also isn't too heavy. I love it. The final 2 pieces in the fall capsule 10 by 10 are going to be footwear, and I've talked about both of these pieces before, never mind how worn these are. These are suede flats from Mgemi, and I got these secondhand. So these are great because they're a very transitional shoe. They're suede, so they're going to give you more warmth, but they're open-toed, so if you live in the South like me, you're not going to be sweating bullets when you wear your shoes, which is very important. On a side note, these are probably one of the most comfortable pairs of shoes I've ever owned, and there's a reason why Mgemi is a high-ticket item, because they're just incredibly well-made shoes. So if you can afford it or want to shop secondhand, check out that brand, Mgemi. All right, and the final piece in the fall 10 by 10 capsule wardrobe is another pair of shoes, because you need to be flexible with your footwear. Don't want to wear your shoes into the ground like I do, and so that's why I think having a good number of shoes is really important so that you can get longer lasting wear out of your footwear. But I actually have the final piece, which is an espadrille. This is a lovely kind of bejeweled espadrille in black, and what's neat is the laces actually come up the front here. There's like a little V in the front, which is a nice Spanish style. I love that it wraps around the ankle. Now, I got these at the thrift store, so I wouldn't have chosen all this gold stuff on the side here. Bobby, don't itch, please, with your collar on. But yeah, I wouldn't have chosen all of this gold stuff on here, but it's okay. It didn't bother me that much. And for $6, like, come on, you can't go wrong. These are from a brand called Impo. So basically a probably $70, $80 pair of shoe for $6. I think I can handle that. So those are all the looks. Those are all of the pieces. I'm really excited for you to see how this plays out over the course of 10 days. I've never done this before, so please show me some grace. To follow along and see all of the different possibilities and looks that I'm creating, be sure to follow me on Instagram, because that is really where the 10 by 10 challenge lives. There are so many women doing this now, and I think there's probably even men who have joined in, that it'll be fun for you to try this out as well. I would love to know if you end up doing the 10 by 10 challenge, and remember, for my full report on how this actually wears over the course of this month and the 10 days, follow me on Instagram, and I am so excited to get started. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and if you know of a friend who would absolutely love and benefit from this video and probably from 10 by 10 challenge, then share this with somebody who would love to hear it. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I'm really grateful that you are here. Don't forget to grab that guide, and I will see you in the next video.